Ever wondered which villain has the highest kill count in all of the DC universe? Is it Darkseid? Is it Doomsday? Or is it the psychotic Joker? Well, worry not, because in today's video, we are going to take a look at 15 iconic DC villains with the highest kill count. Now, these aren't your run-of-the-mill villains that are defeated very easily. No, these villains are super scary, and some of them have even eaten entire galaxies. So without further ado, sit tight and get ready for a wild ride through the sinister side of the DC universe. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Darkseid. Darkseid is undoubtedly one of the most powerful villains in the DC universe. God of Evil is feared in the entire universe and has dealt defeat to many iconic superheroes, including Superman and Batman. His ultimate goal is to conquer the entire universe and implement the anti-life equation, something that completely banishes free will and makes him the supreme ruler. This quest has led to the loss of many lives, including those of his own people, Apocalypse, and the planet of New Genesis. It is estimated that Darkseid has killed or is responsible for the killing of almost 50 billion to 100 billion people. This number is astronomical and even borderline unbelievable. Every death on the planet of Apocalypse and New Genesis can be linked to Darkseid. He has no regard for human lives and kills everyone, enemies or servants alike. According to an incident played out in the Constantine comics, it is believed that Darkseid ate entire universes when he was in his true form. Unbelievable, right? What's even worse is that draining entire universes of life is well within his abilities, and he can do it anytime he wants to, unlike Thanos, who has to collect the Infinity Stones to do the same. Now, you may be wondering, what kind of powers does Darkseid have that make him a killing machine? Firstly, he is a superior being with a genius intellect and a super strategic mind. Darkseid is also extremely strong and can use Omega beams to destroy his enemies. You can't even kill this villain, as he is cursed with immortality. He also has control over parademons, who do his bidding, as Darkseid can't be everywhere. After looking at all his powers and the strength of his army, it is safe to believe that Darkseid is capable of destroying billions of lives, while being scratchless in the process. Batman Who Laughs. What if Batman turned evil and broke his ultimate rule of never taking a life? The answer is the Batman Who Laughs. This villain is the perfect reply to every person who believes that Batman isn't that strong and can't defeat heroes with superpowers. With an estimated kill count of over 7 billion, the Batman Who Laughs killed the entire population of Earth. He started with all the superheroes and supervillains, but didn't stop there. Later, this feared villain killed all the men, women, and children on the planet, basically unstoppable. And he is still regarded a dead foe Justice League has faced. But how did this evil Batman come into being? After the Batman Who Laughs killed the Joker in the Dark Multiverse, a secret toxin was released which took away all his morals and the sense of justice. This villain then became a deadly fusion of Batman's intelligence, Joker's ability to create chaos. Nothing stood in his way, as the Batman Who Laughs just walked over his enemy, including Superman, without having any superpowers. This goes to show that despite being a mere mortal, there's nothing mere about Batman. He is capable of destroying entire planets, if he gets corrupted. The Anti-Monitor. If you think that Darkseid's kill count was high, wait until you find out about the destruction that the Anti-Monitor has caused. The strongest villain in the DC universe was the star of the Infinite Crisis storyline, where he was bound on a mission to destroy all life. Did just that. Now Darkseid had eaten a single universe, leading to a kill count of around 50 billion. On the other hand, the Anti-Monitor has destroyed countless universes, put an end to the entire multiverse. He easily has the highest kill count in the DC universe, entire comic, including feared villains like Galactus, Thanos. Even if we include the kill count of Darkseid, Galactus, and Thanos, it won't even amount to half of the destruction that the Anti-Monitor has caused. The Anti-Monitor has the ability to create cosmic awareness and can even manipulate energy. In simpler terms, he can sense everything happening in the multiverse and manipulate wide amounts of energy to destroy universes with just a snap of his fingers. That's not all. He is also immortal, can't be killed in a conventional way, making him a lifelong threat. Even if you are able to trap him in a certain place, he can make a quick escape through the ability of teleportation. But the one thing that makes him the strongest villain is his lack of regard for life philosophy. For example, Darkseid was always looking for subjugation and was killed as a last resort. On the other hand, the Anti-Monitor just wanted to kill everything and everyone in his path. When it comes to true destruction and annihilation, no one can compete with the Anti-Monitor entire comic verse. Perpetua. Perpetua is a super powerful being has played a role in creating the entire multiverse. Therefore, it's safe to assume that she is incredibly powerful and can destroy worlds pretty easily. Now, Perpetua has been around since the start of the multiverse and has generally lived peace, but things started to get difficult with her children. Monitor, Anti-Monitor, and World Forger incarcerated her. Yes, you heard it correctly. Anti-Monitor is the child of Perpetua, so the mother of the most powerful villain in the DC universe decided to get back at her children by destroying multiple Earths. He also took control of the multiverse with the help of the Batman Who Laughed and Doom. Perpetua had immense power. Rage led to a kill count numbering in trillions, where she destroyed multiple Earths in the multiverse. With her exceptional powers and abilities of energy, reality, warp, multiversal awareness, came unstoppable. The need to put an end to all the chaos. She later got betrayed by the Batman Who Laughs, as the supervillain wanted to control everything, and she was turning out to be a thorn in his side. Even the creator of the multiverse didn't stand a chance against the Batman Who Laughed. Perpetua was later destroyed, but her astronomical kill count puts her on par with the most terrifying villains in the DC universe. The Joker. The Jokes are easily the most iconic villains on this list. This villain is known for his ability to create chaos and destruction everywhere he goes. Batman's greatest nemesis and Gotham's nightmare have killed many during his tenure. It is estimated that the psychotic clown has killed over 1,000 people, although this looks really less when compared to the other villains on the list. The way Joker kills is what sets him apart. The anarchy expert employs unique ways to get the better of his enemies. It is also believed that he is largely indiscriminate in how he kills and will use elaborate methods just to get some fun out of the kill. There is also a storyline in the Emperor Joker series. The psychotic maniac killed Batman dozens of times and destroyed the entire planet just out of fun. However, this wasn't added to his official kill count because it was later undone. Despite having one of the lowest kill counts on this list, the Joker is easily the most difficult villain to deal with. This is because of his genius, intellect, ways he can employ to destroy his enemy. The Joker will sometimes use traditional methods, like a knife or gun. However, sometimes he will get creative and use the infamous Joker venom and even an electric buzzer. It is super hard to predict his moves and determine what he will do next. It stinks to Batman in this case. Eclipso. Eclipso is a cosmic entity who is capable of widespread destruction due to his scary abilities. He once had a place in heaven as the Angel of Wrath. He lost it due to his penchant for killing people. This scary villain later lost a significant amount of his powers, but was still able to kill countless people. The incident where he killed the most people has to be the Spectre's massacre. Believe that Eclipso got his hands on the mystical Spectre and used him to create destruction in the entire universe while killing millions awake. Another incident that puts Eclipso on this list, Parador Massacre. Just imagine, a guy takes over a country as a dictator, later decides to massacre the entire population, committing one of the most horrific genocides in the history of the DC universe. Eclipso is able to commit such atrocities due to his wide array of abilities and special powers. Firstly, he can easily possess people and make them do anything. If they can't be possessed, Eclipso can easily beat them with his superhuman strength and energy projection ability. This is also how he managed to go on a deadly rampage and kill several superheroes in the Darkness Within storyline. With immortality and exceptional abilities, Eclipso is one of the most underrated villains of the DC universe that should be talked about more. Doomsday. Doomsday found mainstream appeal when he killed Superman. This wasn't his first rodeo, and the Kryptonian has committed atrocities that are far worse. This evil creature was born following a failed experiment by a mad scientist. In an attempt to create a superior being, a scientist named Bertrand created the ultimate destruction machine that gets stronger each time you kill it. Doomsday's chaotic reign began when he left captivity and killed his creator. Later, bounced from one planet to another, killed everything in his path. Kill count is estimated to be in the billions, consisting mainly of innocent civilians. The reason behind this destruction is simple. Following various brutal experiments on him, Doomsday started to hate all forms of life and put an end to every human being he sets his eyes on. Planet of Bylon 4 was one of the first to feel his wrath as Doomsday poisoned the planet's atmosphere. He also destroyed various other planets, including Calaton and Candia. Doomsday has also caused significant destruction on Earth and killed thousands, but was later stopped by Superman. These are just some of the incidents that have been recorded in history. However, there are many others that we aren't even aware of. Doomsday is a prehistoric creature and has been causing destruction and chaos for many years. Brainiac. Unlike the villains on this list who hold no regard for human life, Brainiac is a bit different. The ultimate collector loves acquiring knowledge and exploring new civilizations. However, his envy has led to disaster and chaos everywhere he goes. Basically, Brainiac goes from world to world, captures the world's best cities, by shrinking them into minute structures and imprisoning the city for life. The population of that city is preserved for eternity. However, the same can't be said for the world that city is from. Brainiac usually destroys the entire world, or sometimes the solar system, after capturing the best city. This is because he doesn't want anyone else to acquire the same knowledge he has. It is estimated that Brainiac has killed millions, if not billions, as he destroys worlds without any remorse. He is capable of such a feat due to the immense knowledge he possesses. It is believed that Brainiac has a 12th level of intellect, surpassing almost every being in the entire universe. He has also mastered technology and can interact with computers, making him the most advanced villain in the DC universe. He can also shrink down anything and everything, making him the most feared adversary that Superman has ever faced. With so many abilities, master intellect, Brainiac surely makes the most of it and destroys anything he has no use for. Steppenwolf. You might remember this villain from the new Justice League movie. Yes, he is the same villain who gets brutally beaten by Superman and doesn't even stand a chance against him. But don't let that fool you, because Steppenwolf is a feared villain in other realms. He was once a loyal general to the god of evil, Darkseid. Steppenwolf has done the bidding of Darkseid numerous times to acquire the anti-life equation. He also commands various legions of the parademons, which has enabled him to create chaos throughout the universe. Steppenwolf has led multiple invasions on Earth, which have resulted in a massive loss of innocent lives. He is also guilty of destroying many planets in the universe. He's killed many superheroes in the process. The exact kill count of Steppenwolf is unclear, as he is responsible for killings in the entire universe. However, the number is likely in the millions, if not more. With advanced combat skills and superhuman strength, the Justice League had a field day when battling this villain. Luckily, Superman arrived in time and put an end to all the destruction and chaos. Cyborg Superman. A villain can be extremely dangerous when he has nothing to lose. Hank Henshaw, the Cyborg Superman, was in a similar situation when he ordered the destruction of Coast City. Henshaw hated Superman to the core and decided to tarnish his legacy by attacking Coast City in his name. This later led to the indiscriminate killing of millions of people as several Kryptonians fought with each other on Earth. Real Superman was later able to defeat the Cyborg Superman, but the damage was done. Millions of people had lost their lives. Hank Henshaw didn't just hate Superman, but all the other Kryptonians, attacked Superboy and Supergirl on various occasions, wanted all the Kryptonians out of Earth. Now, you may be wondering how a mortal like Hank was able to defeat these otherworldly superheroes. Because of the advanced cybernetic tech he possessed. He was also a brilliant scientist and had his way with technology. However, his strongest association was with the Mongol, who helped him destroy Coast City and kill millions in the process. Cyborg Superman always had a death wish and knew that he would be killed in this conquest. This led him to have no regard for human life, as he destroyed every single thing in his path. Purpose was to tarnish Superman's legacy. Was able to do just that after ordering the destruction of Coast City.
You will never learn.
Ral Gul. Ral Gul is a recurring villain in the Dark Knight series. He is often regarded as the most fierce adversary of Batman. This master combatant has attained immortality through the Lazarus Pit and has been part of various missions leading to a monumental loss of life. Ral Gul believes in a certain life philosophy, do anything possible to enforce it. He has ordered several assassination and terrorist attacks, resulting in thousands of deaths. It is estimated Merchant of Death has killed over 1 million people during his tenure. The fact that he has been around for hundreds of years also makes his kill count way higher than other Batman adversaries. With the Lazarus Pit on his side, Ral Gul is always scheming for the next possible attack and has been committing genocide for centuries now. Batman's oldest adversary is extremely resourceful while being a skilled strategist. That doesn't mean he can't beat you in a battle, because Ral Gul has honed his combat skills for several centuries and even has better combat skills than the Dark Knight himself. With a plethora of skills and ability and an army under his command, Ral Gul is indeed a fierce adversary and can be a tough enemy to defeat. Luckily, we have the Batman to do our bidding and put an end to this destructive force.
The next stage of my plans might be considered genocidal.
Vandal Savage. Well, think Ral Gul has had a long life to commit atrocities. Wait till you find out about Vandal Savage. Batman adversary has been around since the time of the cavemen and has been committing atrocities throughout his lifetime. Think about every major war and genocide history of humanity, and you will find Vandal Savage at the helm of things. Just as an example, Savage acted as an advisor to the great Genghis Khan, as he went on to kill over 30 million people during his lifetime. He also conspired in the slave trade and the colonization of America. His immortality has helped him accumulate experience for 1,000 years, and now he is a deadly adversary to Batman. and the Justice League. Though he isn't as intrusive as the Joker, fighting Vandal Savage often turns out to be a tough affair, and the Dark Knight needs to be at his best. Vandal Savage can be considered a complete villain, consisting of exceptional combat skill, immortality, and genius intellect, helping him outsmart and defeat almost all the superheroes he has faced. Deathstroke. Before his redemption arc in the Suicide Squad, Deathstroke was regarded as the world's most successful and prolific assassin. Slade Wilson used to kill for money, and he was pretty good at it. His kill count is estimated to be in the thousands. The way he kills people would even put John Wick to shame. Deathstroke is a highly trained assassin and has caused massive chaos in the city of Gotham. He is easily the best at what he does. He is respected by his contemporaries as well. However, that shouldn't distract us from the fact that Slade Wilson has killed thousands of people in his career and has paid. Evil assassin has no ultimate purpose or anything. He's just good at killing people and gets a payday out of it. He has also crossed paths with Batman numerous times, which resulted in him getting a one-way ticket to Arkham. But fortune was kind to him, and he got a chance at redemption after enlisting in the Suicide Squad. Deathstroke isn't completely bad, and there are instances where the evil assassin has fought for good. No amount of good can distract people from the fact that Slade Wilson has killed innocents and gotten money out of it. Staro. At first glance, Staro looks like a cute starfish that is not capable of violence at all. Don't let that fool you, as inside the cute exterior there lies a monster that killed its own family, entire population of its planet to be the last of its kind. It's not like he was hated by his family or went through trauma. No, he came from a loving family. And the desire to kill and be a conqueror led Staro down a destructive path. Since then, this alien being has destroyed several planets and become a ruler. Although Staro likes to avoid pointless death, he can't evade it. He hopes to take over planets. Staro has an estimated kill count of over 1 million, but the number could be much more, as there are no pinpoint figures that have registered his atrocity. He is also shown as a bloodthirsty alien in many comics and has no regard for life. He commits mass murder and genocide just for the thrill of it. Staro has taken over many worlds during his tenure, but this calamity came to a halt when he was captured by astronauts who later took it to Earth. The US government later got their hands on Staro. Cute-looking monster even fought the Suicide Squad, where he was defeated with the help of nanobombs. Staro was able to fool the entire Suicide Squad with the help of mind control, added human hosts into a sort of hive mind. His powers and abilities are still not understood completely. However, we know one thing for sure. Whenever facing off against a cute-looking starfish, just run. Corona. The curious case of Corona is surely one to learn about. This mystical alien being has been around for a long time now. So much so that he saw the start of the universe and also created the multiverse. Yes, and this happened because Corona used to go back in time to experience the Big Bang, which created the universe. Due to his quest for knowledge, this results in a calamity, and subsequent creatures like the Anti-Monitor came into existence who have killed over hundreds of billions of people. Following this deadly incident, Corona was stopped by the Guardians. He later made a strong comeback and found himself in the Marvel Universe. Corona is said to have godlike power and used to casually destroy planets and civilizations just for his thirst for knowledge. This evil villain later started wandering a different universe altogether, just to acquire knowledge. After causing great calamity in the Marvel Universe, Corona met the Grand Master, which later resulted in a crossover between the Avengers and Justice League, leading to more deaths. During his entire lifetime, Corona just wanted to acquire more knowledge, but this unending thirst had widespread consequences, leading to the deaths of billions of people. So in comparison, Corona's personal kill count isn't that extravagant. However, almost every massive event in the DC Universe can be tied back to him. Conclusion. After learning about the astronomical kill count of these 15 DC villains, it's safe to assume why people need heroes to put an end to them. Each villain on this list has been stopped by a superhero once in their lifetime. This is great, as it makes us believe that evil never goes unchecked. And no matter how many innocent lives you take, we're going to be defeated, and good will always overpower evil. With that, our marvelous video comes to an end. If you liked the video, then do subscribe and comment down below with your favorite supervillain. Also, if you want to learn more about DC villains, check out the channel for similar videos. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.